Hey guys, it's Parse, and today I'm going to be showing you the basics of Bazaar Flipping and how to make some quick and easy cash just from doing nothing but sitting in your menus. I'll be showing you three different methods. The first method is for early game players. These are the players that have, 50k in their account and they just unlocked Bazaar and they want to make some quick cash to kickstart their early game. The second method is going to be more for the mid-game players. These are players that have a few collections done and have a few recipes unlocked and are going to be able to use that to make some pretty easy cash. The third method is for the late mid-game or early end-game players, and this is going to be how you make millions and millions of coins and you turn your 10 million into 60 million. But yeah, here's method one. So this first method is pretty simple and can be used by everyone who has the Bazaar unlocked, including new players on brand new profiles, so this can be a good way to make money for them. The only thing it requires is a investment. So I have 125k here, and I will show you guys how to do this. So the first thing you want to do is you want to find a high margin item that is also highly in demand. You can use the website bazaartracker.com for this. Go to the top smart section, and here you can see the most profitable and high demanded items. So here's what an item looks like. As you can see, it has the buy price here and the sell price, as well as the buy volume and sell volume. So you want to find a good item. Right now, it's looking like enchanted coal blocks are pretty good. This margin is a good amount, however it also requires a high investment, so I'm going to take out a little more money. Okay, I have 300k, and now I'm going to go to coal. I'm going to go to enchant block of coal, and you'll see here it costs 217k to create a buy order, and you can create a sell offer for 222k. So we're going to create a buy order just for one. That is all we can afford right now. And look, instantly filled. Claim this. For create sell offer. Best offer minus 0.1. You want to make sure you do best offer plus 0.1 and best offer minus 0.1 for buying and selling respectively. This is in order to make sure your order stays on top and make sure you're the first person to get sold to and bought from. Periodically, you want to check on it and make sure you're at the top. So you do this just by looking at your order, seeing how much you created it for, and yep, I'm still up there at number 1. So if someone needs to buy an enchanted coal block, I will be the first person they buy it from. And this is pretty much just a buy, wait, sell, wait strategy. You just want to keep checking and making sure your order is on top. Still is, and now we gotta wait for that to sell. And while you're waiting for this, now would be a good time to get into method 2. So our item just sold, collect that there, and as you can see, we made a simple 3k profit for doing nothing but buying and selling and waiting a few seconds. This can be a pretty good way of making money if you're a little bit lazy and don't want to do anything, and it can also be combined with the second method in order to make even more money and be more efficient. So I'm going to go ahead and get into that one right now. The second Bazaar Flip method is also pretty easy, but it requires you to have a few collections done and a few recipes unlocked in order to make money. This is called instant crafting, and all you have to do is instantly buy items from Bazaar, craft into a new item, and instantly sell those items for a profit. So we'll go over here to Bazaar, and we have 600k. Let's see how much we can make real quick. In order to do this, you want to go to bazaartracker.com and go to top craft section. Here it lists all the items that you can purchase components for and craft for profit. It's sorted by the amount of profit that you'll get for crafting it, and it shows all items that are profitable. So right now, there's a super compactor 3000 up, and it lists the components here, and it says you have to spend 462.8k coins for 6.3k profit. We're just going to refresh to make sure it updates, and we're going to go ahead. So 448 enchanted cobblestone, and 1 enchanted redstone block. And now we just craft that, and then we sell that. And oh my god, that's cursed. But we made 6.6k for doing literally nothing, seconds worth of work. Oh, it profits even more now, so we're gonna go ahead and buy 448. And then that, craft, sell. Now we're up to 613. Refresh to make sure. And I'm gonna do this like, I don't know, 3 times real quick. So yeah, I just did another 2 times, and now we've made 26k just for doing nothing but sitting in our inventory for not even 5 minutes. And look, it's still going, so if I wanted to, I could sit there and then just keep crafting this. Oh, well, I guess that's a sign. But yeah, it's a really easy way to make money and requires little effort. You can also actually boost your profits with this method by using buy orders, because buy orders will always be cheaper than instant sells. So I have a few orders right here, and I'm just waiting on these to get filled. There we go, our redstone block was filled. Then I'm creating another for enchanted cobblestone. Then we can go over here and make sure it's still in profit. Yeah, we're still making good profit off that. Clean 2 items from Rusky Man, thank you. And it can take a little bit more time, however, I think the profit you make from it is well worth it, depending on what items it actually is. But I'm gonna wait for this to sell, and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm actually getting a little impatient, so I'm just gonna go ahead and buy the rest instantly here. We just went ahead and sold it, and the amount of money that we made off of that, I believe we're at like 626 before, something like that. And then we actually ended up making like 16k instead of the ordered what, 4k? Just from using sell orders and stuff like that. Yeah, it's a pretty good money making method. That was the second method, pretty simple. Now on to the third. So I wouldn't call this third method a method so much as a madness. If you know anything about the stock market, you know that company stock actually responds to real life events. So for example, if a company launches a new product, their stock will go up. But if that product is poorly received and no one wants to buy it, their stock will go back down, possibly even lower than it was before. Now people will use this speculation to invest and make money, and a similar thing can be done in Hypixel with Bazaar. fuck investing in stonks or investing in the bazaar. In the newest update, they added this community center, and with that came mayors. The current mayor, Mayor Diana, has a ability called the mythological ritual, which allows her to sell you the griffin pet, and adds mythological creatures and unique items. Now, what are these unique items, you ask? Well, you go to the mythological section, it's these 4 items right here. These items can only be found during the event, and once the event is over, and that would be when Mayor Diana is no longer mayor in about 10 hours from now, there's going to be no new items entering the circulation. So that means that the demand should stay the same, however the supply will go down, which means the price of griffin feathers will actually go up. So a lot of people, myself included, I've actually had a lot more than these, but I kind of spent them on getting my griffin leveled up and getting my talisman upgraded. Yeah. Me and my co-op investing in this, and once Mayor Diana is no longer president? Mayor? Once she's no longer the mayor, a little bit after that, prices will begin to start climbing, and that's when we will sell all of our items to make huge profit. For an example of how much money you can make during this, let's say you bought 10 million worth of griffin feathers at 50k a pop like they are now. That's 200 griffin feathers. Now say prices rise a measly 20k. Multiply that by 70k, and look, you've made 4 million in profit just from holding griffin feathers in your inventory. An example of this happening would be the gold price. You go to the mining section and you go to gold. Right now, gold is selling for 444k. And if you look at the graphs, you can see that it was nowhere near that much before. And actually at its peak, it reached around 904k. So say you bought it when it was at 200k, and you put 10 million into it. That's 50. Now say you sold it when it was at 900. You made 45 million coins. Okay? That's 35 million profit. Again, just for holding items in your e-chest. Another example of this would be the enchanted sponge. Go to graphs, you can see it was trading for probably 300k before the update. But now that Marina is going to be elected, the price of enchanted sponge has gone up drastically. Let's do our number game again. 10 million in at, what was it, like 300k we'll say. That's 33.3 you could have purchased. However, if you sold them for their peak of like 1.9 mil, we'll say 1.8 because it's the current price. It's a more recent example. That's 60 mil. You would have profited 50 mil just from holding these before the update dropped. So everyone who makes their money bazaar flipping, and I mean makes their money bazaar flipping, makes it using this method. And not many people do it. There's this Discord dedicated towards it, but there's not that many members, so it's honestly kind of a really good way to make money right now. I've made probably a good 40 mil off of it. My friend got enough to make or to purchase a full superior set from it when the update first dropped. So yeah, it's pretty easy to make money as long as you have some common sense. So the first tip I'm going to give you is buy griffin feathers, buy ancient claws, yada yada yada. while you can while they're only 50k. Because if they go up to 60k, you're already making 20% profit for a minor increase. But yeah, that was the last method. Now, I guess on to the outro. Well, I hope you liked the video. That was the basics on Bazaar Flipping. If you guys are interested, comment down below and I can make a video on flipping and showcase how I make hundreds and thousands of dollars of coins just from, again, sitting in my menus, but not from Bazaar. Bazaar is for fools. I have upgraded to flipping like a real man. Follow me on Twitter at probably Parse, I think. Maybe. I don't know. Drop a like if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more videos. I think tomorrow I'm dropping my episode 2 on the watermelon profile after about a month. So that'll be fun. And make sure to check out my most recent vid. Alright, peace.